Uh-oh. Yeah. Get 'em, Tom. Another one bites the dust. That's not right. And another one bites the dust. Sit still. Another one bites the dust. He ain't gonna call the cops. And another one bites the dust. Hey, time to type to pull up at your house and read off your screen name account. Make it come clean, and even make it call your spouse. So why don't you come on out and see what we're talking about? We got you on camera, but first, is anyone in the house? Look, we got your chat logs, we got you by the balls. And when the police pull up, we give them to the law. It's the big homie Tom from Colorado, he on the stroll. Pulling up on pairs from Colorado Pet Patrol. Another one bites the dust. And another one bites the dust. Another one bites the dust. And another one bites the dust. Royce K did it, so you know it got a slap.
Quiet, please, day sleeper. That's why he whispers, because the day sleeper.
Yeah?
Is Jeffrey here?
Yeah.
Can I talk to him? I need to talk to him. I'm Tommy with Colorado Pet Patrol. We were just on the phone with him.
And who are you with?
Tommy, I'm with Colorado Pet Patrol. He was talking to a child just a little over an hour ago. So, yeah, I could show you. I'm not the police. Go ahead.
Can you tell my husband?
Yes. Hi. I got this pointed down. I'm not putting it on you. Can you hear me?
I can.
So I'm Tommy with Colorado Pet Patrol. We have an online organization that investigates adults talking with kids, and your son was supposed to meet a 13-year-old about an hour and a half ago. So I need to talk to him. We're not law enforcement, but we will call if we don't talk to him. But I can show you everything. I mean, he was just as an hour and a half ago. This is just a picture of him, but this is all the chat logs from him from this house. And so I need to talk to him.
Yeah, absolutely not.
You just want me to call?
You can show me an ID. Sure.
Sure.
You are out of here, and I'm on the phone with the sheriff.
If you call the I would like you to call the sheriff. So can I show you? Hold on, sir. Can I show you?
Get out of here and call them now.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, call him. That's a good idea. He's not going to like that. You're going to put him in jail. So we got family that wants him to go to jail. I wasn't going to call the police, but I guess we're going to call the police now. Because Jeffrey likes little kids. So he does live with his parents. He's the day sleeper. That's why he was whispering. The mom was cool, you guys. The mom was super cool. They got all the windows open. I don't think they understand their son wants to tie up a 13-year-old, a 10-year-old, and another 13-year-old. I get it. He's frustrated. I get it. But their son is a true danger to this world. He's already been arrested. He was a school security guard. And he's already arrested for this, working at a Denver public school. I mean, fuck, I understand the parents. Like, they don't understand. They don't know who I am. But let them call the police. It saves me calling the police. That's crazy. That's him. CPP. Colorado Pet Patrol. We catch pedophiles like your son that you house. Thomas Fellows. CPP. Scumbag. Yeah, I got the chat logs. Do you have any ice? Would you like to see him?
Stop right there.
No. No, sir.
Stop.
Nope. This is public property.
He's walking towards me. Now tell him to stop.
I'm recording. I am not. What are you crazy? Are you crazy? I'm in the street.
Get open the door.
What the fuck is wrong with this guy? What the fuck? Holy smokies. The fuck is wrong with this guy? No wonder that family's cuckoo for fucking Cocoa Puffs. What the fuck just happened? I'm allowed to be in the street. I'm not even on the sidewalk. Well, I hope we get to see him. You guys, I hope, man. Stephanie is calling the police, and she's got all the details because she did it. This is not just a regular catch, you guys. I mean, they're bad, but you know, when you get to RSO, it's much worse. I'm like the least violent person around. You're lucky we caught you and it wasn't some certain team. So we got a runner. Probably in this area 5 times or more.
Texted.
Uh-huh.
They did request Tommy stay in his vehicle until they get there to avoid confrontation.
Oh, we're not gonna be no confrontation. I'm good. That's why I'm standing down here. There ain't gonna be no confrontation. You coming out? Are you gonna stay in the car? You gonna stay in the car? Okay. Can you at least turn it off?
It's in park.
Well, I just don't want you to like run over my wife or nothing.
No, I turned too.
Okay. So what are you doing, man? Like, really?
To be honest, it just started out as
Lonely? I can't even hear you, man. You don't mind? I'm not gonna hurt you, dude. I literally, if you promise not to do anything, I'll even put this in my back pocket. I got pepper spray. You want it? I'm not here. Here. Look at this. Better for you. There you go. I just can't hear you. So I'm gonna shut that off real quick. Cool. I think you coming up and talking shows a lot of character. Hiding in the house, I don't know. Your dad kind of flipped out. I didn't try to hurt your dad. First off, I want you to know I record everything for my safety, right?
Understood.
I went to show him the chat logs, and he was like, he ran into the car. Was not trying to hurt your dad.
He didn't know.
Okay. So about this, man. So what's going on?
Well, like I said, it started out I was lonely and mean for it to get that way, but after like 29 years and only one partner, you kind of don't have anything to do.
Does age matter to you, honestly?
It should.
But does it?
Yeah, it does.
Because you said a comment, and just so you know, I got this case given to me. So I had never talked to you before. I don't even know who you, I know who you are because I printed out these messages and took this for somebody that caught the messages. So yeah. I don't know who you are, but reading this, it was disturbing, man. It's like you have it, you even said that age doesn't matter. Love is love, but people don't agree with that. Is that what you kind of think?
Not at all. That's just words.
Okay. But you've already been arrested for this, almost the same thing, right?
No.
I mean, you had naughty pictures of little kids, right?
Yeah, but that was... I think it's difficult to explain, but...
I mean,
like,
you were charged, you were convicted, you did your... as they gave you your time, right?
Yeah.
But now you're doing it again.
I'm still dealing with it. I'm in therapy. I'm trying to get help.
Have you gone to therapy?
I'm still in therapy. So
was it true that you're starting tomorrow, or you just have another appointment tomorrow?
I made an appointment tomorrow.
When did you make the appointment?
4 days ago.
4 days ago? Did this have something to do with it?
Mm-hmm.
It did?
Like, I came back, looked at it with clear thoughts, and I was like, fuck, man, I need to get help. Like, because I hadn't mentioned, I was talking to this chick, if it even was a chick.
This one or another one?
That one.
Well, I heard the phone calls. You heard the phone. You were on the phone.
Voice emulators can be used.
But you were super scared this could be the police. Mm-hmm. Would you have showed up today if they would have sent you a video, or were you just trying to get child pictures? Honestly.
I wasn't going to show up, period.
Even if they would have done the video?
Even if.
So was your intentions just to get pictures?
I guess I was just trying to talk to somebody.
Well, I mean, you guys didn't even have, I mean, you had simple conversation, right? But every part of your conversation was pictures, dirty, naughty. So is that what you were kind of trying to collect? You wanted naughty pictures, or?
I think I was just trying to like get them to prove to me that they were
Really?
actually who they said they were, and it wasn't like a trap. Because right now it seemed kind of like a trap.
Well, it definitely is a real child. Today was the setup because I took this over 3 days ago. So definitely now, you were going to be meeting me today. That's I'll be honest with you, I have no reason. But this was turned into me, so I didn't start this. I knew 3 days ago, but you've been talking for since the 4th of June or something, right? Does that sound about right?
I don't remember the exact dates, but.
And then you used a total fake name. Everything was totally fake, right? Because you didn't want to get caught. Probably you were trying to be smart about it, right?
I guess I just didn't want something like this to happen. People showing up at my door.
Yeah. Does your parents know that you were talking to a child? Because you would whisper all the time. Is that kind of why? Because they were there?
Yeah. Also, because I didn't really want anyone to know. Honestly.
Are you allowed to talk to women?
Yeah.
You just knew that what you were doing was a child was wrong?
Mm-hmm.
Does your brother know about this?
Like this.
This incident?
No.
Did he call and tell you that we talked to him today?
He did not.
He didn't?
No.
Do you think you're a pedophile?
No. I just think
Do you think you have a problem liking children?
if I like children, yeah, but I think the problem I have is through my previous lines of work, I got so numb to everything.
What were you doing?
I was security for hospitals. I saw lots of dead bodies and shit. And,
Do you think that's why you wanted to punish this girl and hurt her?
I don't think she had anything to do with it.
So is that just a fantasy of yours that you want to dominate and it turns you on to have children cry?
Not children, no. She was just.
You said you were going to rip her pants down and spank her until she cried.
I said a lot of stuff and I wasn't fully thinking, but none of it was actually true.
None of it was true. I mean, you were fantasizing about it, right?
Yeah.
I'm sure you were really. But do you think that it's still wrong?
100%. Yeah.
Just so you know, your dad called the police. I don't know if he told you.
I didn't really talk to him.
Well, he acted like it. He came outside and was saying that I was trying to attack him. So he did. I just wanted to talk to you. I told him clearly. I said, listen, I'm Tommy. I'm with Colorado Pet Patrol. I showed him my ID, and then he wasn't having it.
He honestly probably thinks you guys are scammers or some shit.
Yeah.
You guys
Well, I wanted to show him, man.
blackmail me or something.
Yeah, which I don't want none of your money or nothing. But I will tell you that I did talk to the person that you were talking to, and I will tell you that there's going to be serious counseling. It was bad, man. Do you realize how bad you were to this child?
Looking back at it now, yeah.
The things you said?
And if I could go back and take it all
It
back
is
again,
hot,
I would. But
You said today that you were going to, nice dress. I can't wait to grab your ankles and push,
I know what I said, yeah.
put them over your head.
Regret
Yeah. You do regret it?
100%, man. You bring me a time machine, I'll go back and not do any of that shit.
Yeah, but I don't think there's a time machine that could do that. I think you're going to have to figure it out, because I think talking to you now, I kind of see that you're do you like children? I don't want to, right?
Again, that's something I'm planning to talk with my therapist.
Yeah, and that's what you should. But I'm saying for you later, even if you want to get some help, maybe you don't want to like children, but clearly you're on your second round. How long did you do? How long did you serve any time?
Just probation.
Just probation? Are you on probation now?
Mm-hmm.
All right. And so you're on the you're on RSO. Is that for life? 5 years? 10 years? You don't even know?
They haven't.
Okay.
I know at least going to probation, but then.
So are you allowed to be on internets? Is that what the stipulation? I know stipulations are different, but are you allowed to be?
I think it's unmonitored that I can't be, but.
You definitely aren't allowed to talk to kids, right?
100%.
Are you allowed to have little fuck toys that are 13?
No.
How low would it go for you, man? In your head. How low would it go?
Legally? 18?
No. Just talking and you want pictures, begging for pictures. Would you, 5-year-old?
No.
No. 8-year-old?
No.
10?
No.
You want a 10-year-old friend?
No. It was all just me talking.
So would you joke around about fuck little 5-year-old?
No.
Right. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And immediately when she had the 10-year-old, you wanted the 10-year-old. Then the 13-year-old that was a lesbian, right? Or she wasn't a lesbian, she didn't like guys, right?
Yeah.
And you said she needs a goodkin, right?
I get the shit I said was messed up.
How many little girls do you talk to?
honestly, that was it, and will be it. And
How many pictures do you have?
like,
Did you get rid of them all?
Yeah.
How many did you have before today?
like
You know what I'm talking about.
of her?
No, I'm talking about dirty pictures.
Oh, none,
You don't have any dirty pictures.
none whatsoever.
You've never had, since you got arrested, pictures.
No, none.
So well, I guess if you say you haven't talked to a child, but what would you have done if this child would have sent you dirty pictures? What would you have done?
Probably panicked, to be honest. 'Cause,
And just erase it?
yeah, I wasn't expecting her to actually send anything dirty.
I think that if the meet wouldn't have happened, I think that's your neighbor. If the meet, did your dad think you're going somewhere else?
He thinks I'm headed to RSO right now.
To where?
Right there.
I know, I saw him walk out. I figured that's why you wanted to meet at the top of the road.
Yeah.
It looks like he's protecting you, which, father would do.
Mm-hmm.
And he obviously didn't believe us.
But I mean, like, you guys show up randomly.
It's weird, right?
Yeah.
But who brought us here?
Unfortunately, me.
He didn't want her to wear underwear. So was it, why did you want them in the Uber? Why didn't you stop it before they got in the Uber and before they went to Walmart and all this? Like, why didn't you stop it before then?
I guess because I didn't actually believe they were real. I thought I was talking to some scammer. And I was like,
If you didn't believe they were real, why were you so worried about the police?
Because I thought it could be a sting or like scammer or something like that. And I was like,
If you thought it was a sting, why would you say that you were going to punish her, you're going to tie her up, you were going to spank her, you were going to beat her, she was your little toy? Like, why would you say that stuff? If it was a cop, you're committing felonies. If it was a cop. Luckily it wasn't. I don't even know if they're going to show up. I don't know if he really called or not. Did he say he did?
I didn't really. I told him I was going to RSA and walked out the door.
Were you sleeping?
Yeah.
You were sleeping?
Mm-hmm.
So your last text at 106 or whatever, and then you just went to sleep?
Yep.
Did you turn off your phone or what?
I muted it.
Muted it? And your brother didn't try to call or nothing like that?
I don't think so, no.
It said it overheated?
Yeah.
No, it's been saying that. It's just getting hot. Can we stand in the shade? Is there shade somewhere? Can we stand over here? Do you mind?
I can pull my car around.
That's fine. Appreciate it. Come on. All right, baby. You mind shutting it off? Like I said, man, we were never here in intentions to what? You think us catching you put you on the right track because you're like, fuck, I'm doing it again. Like, did you just always like younger, or is it something new, or?
It's definitely something more recent. I think it's
Because you're only, what, 27, 29? What is it?
29.
29?
I think it's along the lines of like they're the only ones who actually give me attention. So it's got nothing to do with the age. It's got everything to do with like they're willing to talk to me and shit.
So you wanna punish and do all that stuff with adults too?
Yeah.
That's just a fantasy you want to do to a woman
Preferably
or a girl?
adult consenting woman. Yeah.
But you can't find any, so that's why you kind of go to the younger.
Like there's nobody able to talk to me at all.
Do you think it'd be sexy to have a 10-year-old picture of her vagina?
No.
Do you agree that you begged for that and begged for that and begged for that?
I asked for it, but
I mean, you didn't like beg at like one time. You asked every other sentence, pretty much. Spank your ass and your pussy with no clothes on. I'll teach you everything. The idea of forcing you makes me hard. You said you wanted to give her a cum dump.
to be honest, like I don't remember half that stuff I wrote because.
Were you intoxicated?
No, I was just sleep deprived, on edge, you know.
It really scares me too, man, is this, if she would have sent you a video,
Nothing would have happened.
you would have still not hung out.
I wasn't planning to hang out to begin with because I thought she was either like a cop or someone who's gonna like beat me up.
So if you thought that, like, this is the thing, like the beating up part, if you thought that, you wouldn't talk to him if you really thought that, right? Like if you thought they were going to come beat you up, you wouldn't want to talk to some fucking crazy dude online, right?
Right.
But if you thought it was a cop, why would you commit felonies? That's the problem I'm having a hard time believing, because
I think it was just like along the lines of if it was actually a cop, like just by even talking to them in the first place, I was fucked, so why not?
do you want to go to prison, or like
Fuck no, I'd be killed in prison immediately.
for what?
People like
Don't like people like this.
With my charges, yeah, I won't last more than a couple minutes because I can't fight back and I got nothing to trade for nobody, so.
You've thought about this, huh?
Keeps me up at night.
It doesn't keep you up that, like, do you have sisters?
Mm-mm.
And those are your roommates, obviously, right?
Mm-hmm.
Your mom and dad?
Yeah.
Because it'd be hard to pay for you're working at 7-Eleven, it'd be kind of tough to pay for that house.
I don't even work.
You're not even working right now? So that was all bullshit too?
Yep.
So you just sit at home.
Look for jobs when my dad has time.
When your dad has time? Why your dad?
I gotta have help to do it. I can't look for it on my own.
Oh, you're not allowed to be on the internet, period.
No.
Damn, bro. How many years do you got over your head?
Looking at 3, I think.
3 years?
With this shit, if it gets out, I'm 20 to 40 years.
Well, I mean, do you think it should be out? You don't want to tell your dad.
I'm really hoping it ain't out.
Well, I mean,
Like,
if I was you, I'd call him and ask if he called the police, because that's the only reason why I was waiting here.
yeah.
But also, man, we gotta kind of cut the bullshit. I appreciate your kind of being honest, man. You're a sick motherfucker. This is straight up. You're a fucking child predator, bro. It's what it is. You're my 412th catch. I got 2 women on the other side of this that are watching right now that you destroyed, man. You fucking destroyed. They're moms. They have kids that are young, and you don't care. You got to get help. You don't want your dad to know. I do appreciate you coming out and talking, but at some point, man, this is probably the worst 5% of my 410 catches. You. And I know you say it keeps you up at night, but what keeps you up at night? You know, I have people that are 55 years old that were raped by people like you that they still they're kept up at night and they're 55 years old.
Yeah. Like,
It ruins people.
I get it. Like,
How do you get it?
I think, like, the parts that keep me up at night is, like, the fact that I did this in the first place, and
Weren't you working at a school?
that had nothing to do with it.
But weren't you working at a school though?
Yeah, it had nothing to do with it, though. I think,
I'm just saying, did you ever talk to those kids dirty?
No, hell no.
Hell no.
I'm very good at keeping my professional and personal life apart.
So your personal life is just between you and the children, and your professional life's just between you and your boss, or what?
Nothing like that. Like, this was the first kid I talked to. And I'm hoping it's the only one. Like, I'm planning to tell my therapist. Like,
You want a brat little pet fuck toy. You know what CPP stands for? Colorado Pet Patrol.
yeah.
Pet. You want to make me your pet? Want me to be your fuck toy?
No. Like, it had nothing to do with the age. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Like,
Bro.
It was just a chick giving me attention. That's the only thing.
Would you talk to little boys this way?
No.
No?
Wouldn't even talk to another little kid this way. Like,
But why wouldn't you talk to a little boy this way?
I'm not into guys.
You're not into guys. But it would be conversation, right?
Not that type of conversation. Like,
So you're...
I think it's just I haven't gotten attention from people of the sex I'm interested in at my age.
So you're taking the next best thing because a 13 and dude, they didn't bring in a 10-year-old. They didn't bring in another 13-year-old. They simply said they were going to their friend's house, and then you're like, give me their number. I want to fuck them. So why did you want them kids when you already had somebody to talk to? Explain that one a little bit.
I wish I could, but at the same time, it's
And like you said, it's going to be hard to tell your therapist, right?
Yeah.
You don't want your dad to know. Your dad thinks some weirdo showed up. Dude, I tried to show him. Obviously, you've probably been babied by them. You don't have no job. They're paying all your bills. You even said, I don't know which car I'm going to be able to go into because you don't have a car, depending on which one your roommates were driving. So it depended on what parents' car you could use, right?
yeah.
So was there a reason why you couldn't get a car today?
No, I just didn't feel like showing what my car looked like because I wasn't actually planning to go. So no point in having them look for a car that ain't gonna be there.
Did you want to go?
Honestly, no.
I think you're full of shit, man.
It's all fine and dandy talking online, but
It's not fine and dandy. It's felonies, bro.
I get it. But like, for me, talking online is I could be talking to anyone. I got no legitimate proof I'm talking to a real person on the other end.
I mean, but you had a phone call, and how many pictures did you beg for that she gave you?
Yeah.
And that's a child. And you knew it was. So me, man, it's more of about accountability. Like, it's sad because I don't think you really do get it. For you, it's like, oh, just fucking around. You don't want dad to know. Your mom was very concerned. If your dad wasn't there, I think I could have, your mom was going to go get you. But she said you were sleeping, which was total bullshit. We were just talking to you.
I mean, like, that brief moment, yeah, but before that, I was actually legitimately asleep.
Before what?
Before I answered the text, I was passed out, like, I was asleep.
Were you stay up all night?
Yeah.
No drugs, no, you don't do anything like that?
It's just nice to stay up and watch TV where I don't get judged for the shows I'm watching. My dad considers a lot of stuff satanic and shit like that, so.
Do you consider adults that go meet after kids satanic? It's sick anyway.
Evil, but
it's
not
evil.
Satanic.
Right.
Satanic's a whole different thing.
Yeah. I don't know. To me, it's the dirtiest thing you could ever do, man. You won't go for a fucking little boy because you don't like little boys. You're just looking for conversation, but you have conversation, sexual conversation, but then you take every one of her 10-year-old all the way to 13-year-old friend. Give me your number. I want to fuck them. I think you even said you wanted to fuck her mom at one point. Like,
Don't recall saying that, but
you wanted her to ask her mom if it would be okay to date her. What was your point of having a 13-year-old say, hey mom, can I date this 29-year-old? What were you trying to get out of that?
if I had an answer, I'd tell you. But honestly, like, half the shit, I don't got a good reason for saying it. Like,
And you just don't want the police to know?
no.
What's going to be your accountability? I mean, do you think you could call your dad and say, hey dad, what they were here for is fucking true? Because otherwise, man, I mean, I only have so many options. He's the one who called the police, but I don't know if he really did because obviously they ain't showed up.
Yeah,
I
I don't think he legitimately did. I think he just wanted you guys out of there because you guys showing up at a registered sex offender's house seems kind of scammy to me.
Well, it's scammy that there's a registered sex offender living in a house. Just saying. I mean, you got to stay somewhere, right?
Yeah.
But none of your neighbors even know you're a sex offender.
No, I'm sure they do.
Did they send out a thing to everybody, or?
I think Lakewood said they were going to. I don't know.
So everything was done through Lakewood?
Yeah.
So you lived here at that time too?
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever lived on your own? Have you ever been a man?
What do you mean by that?
Had a job, took care of yourself,
Well,
not talked to children?
I had that a lot.
Did you?
Then everything came crashing down
When you did this?
Yeah.
What year was this? Like when it started?
2023.
So last year?
Yeah.
So you had a job and you were taking care of yourself before then?
Mm-hmm.
But you were living there still, right?
Yeah.
Which, Colorado's fucking crazy expensive, I get it. So another thing you tried to do too is you tried to teach her different kind of apps to be sneaky so mom wouldn't see the pictures she was sending you, the child porn. How do you know about all that?
I worked security at schools. Like, funded that shit was my job.
That you would look for sites that hide shit and stuff like that?
Yeah.
And you never did that with any... So if this went out to the public, you don't think anybody at those two schools would say anything about you?
The only reason that's a felony right now instead of a misdemeanor is because the schools were trying to pin something on me, but they couldn't because I didn't actually do anything with any of the kids at the schools.
So, then it would have been a misdemeanor, but it's a felony.
Because
If the schools had no proof, then how did they make it a felony?
they got us.
I think they did call the police on us. Your dad told me he called the police. He was on the phone with somebody while I was there.
Yeah.
If I was you, I would be completely honest, because that's the only way it's going to get you, man. I got everything to 40-year your ass. Oh, we'll see. Peace out. Peace out. Oh, sorry.
I'll be right
One
with you,
second.
okay?
Hi.
What's going on, man?
So I'm Tommy with Colorado Pet Patrol. He's been talking since the 4th of June with who he thought to be a 13-year-old. Set up a meet to have sex, said he was going to tie her up, shove his penis in her. He's a registered sex offender, used to work for Denver Public Schools, got arrested, and set up the meet for today at Walmart in Lakewood, like on 5th and I'm not from this area. And then right when they said they were there, he stopped talking. Right when they said they Ubered like 45 minutes.
And then what happened?
He just stopped talking.
He stopped texting?
Stopped texting. He said he fell asleep. Today, he said he fell asleep. But he told us to call him when we were in the Uber. We didn't, because I think he wanted to verify they were really in an Uber. He was scared it was the police. So this is for you guys. It's got the age drop is the orange. The red is like where he talked real dirty, and blue is just interesting stuff. But in there, he's like, listen, I can go to jail for a long time. He was really scared, thinking it was the police, obviously. And then right now, he's just...
Can I get your information?
Yeah, absolutely. I do. These are just notes.
What's a good phone number? Okay. And everyone that worked on this, you said their information's in this binder?
Correct. And I forget the detective's name. We just worked a case with her in Lakewood. It was a female. I forget her name.
Boy.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
So she knows this. We've had several cases up here, but just like recently we had we worked one.
All right. You mind hanging out just a second?
Of course. No, not at all. Sorry, guys. It overheated. It's 100 degrees outside, and this phone I have right now will not overheat. However, it has shitty reception because I need to pay this phone off so I can put it T-Mobile. I need to pay this phone off. Well, now it is, but it's not normally. At least we got to talk to him, you guys. I had to keep it cooler than I wanted to because I really want this guy going to jail, and where's Dad at now, huh? Oh, the neighbor's watching. Shout out to WAP, you guys. If you're not subscribed, go subscribe. This is only our second on-site arrest in Lakewood. Second on-site out of like 10 on-site. So W for them, W for the cops, W for everybody involved. Good day when we got everything worked out. We got our interview. I know Melissa wanted a little more of a beat down on him, but I couldn't do it. I really want this fucker. He knows he's a POS. Guess what, Pops? Do you want to come get the car? I caused a little ruckus up the street, Pops. I caused a little ruckus up the street. Nah, his house is like 7 houses down. We won today. Yeah, baby. Tighter, make them squeal. and causing ruckus. Shout out to both cop callers today. I love you both. Thank you so much. Shout out to the whole WAP team. I know they went through a lot with this guy. I know this one really, really, really affected Melissa too. So like, shout out to them, man. It was great. Can you take over for a minute, babe? I got it zoomed in, and I'm trying to get him. This shut off, babe. It was too hot. Just can't stand in the direct sun. That's just Colorado's just no good. But that phone will never overheat. I have to pay that off. The S23 is never overheated on me. Never.
So, you said pink is what?
The orange is where the age drop happened.
Okay.
And then blue is just like stuff I think you guys would want to see. The whole thing is disgusting. But I did bring out some stuff. And then red is where he said like, I'm going to actually have sex. And then yellow was when he started talking about the meat. We're missing a few messages from today only because I don't have a printer in my car.
Okay.
So the whole...
Do you have them on your phone right now?
I don't, but you have Axon. I can have you send us a link and we'll send it all over immediately. Perfect. It'll have everything in order. Can you mute that, babe?
So you guys started working him back in June, you said?
Yeah, June 4th. And it'll be timestamped, dated, all the phone calls. It's all separated. I don't know if you'll see it or it's all really in order.
Are you going to have your phone on you?
Yeah, absolutely.
Right, perfect. I'm going to read through this. I'm going to talk to him a little bit more. Okay. And I'm going to consult with our detectives. Okay. It's going to probably take some time. If I have any more questions, I can give you a call.
Can I get a case number?
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, you can call anytime. I don't know if you guys got the call, but of course we record everything and I'm going to give that to the detective. I literally just knocked on the door. They told me to get out the property, but I heard him saying I was assaulting him and stuff. Never did. The dad, not this guy.
We got to go talk to them too.
Okay.
Feel free to. I apologize. What's my CO one more time? Thank you. All right, my business card and
then like
report number's on the back.
Perfect.
I don't know which detective it's going to be. Just don't call the phone number on there. It goes to voicemail. I never check.
Okay. And just so you know, everybody involved, like on the statements, has their phone numbers. They're willing to talk if you have any questions as well. Okay. So thank you guys. Thank you, sir.
What I need to know.
That's it.
No.
That's
All
it.
right.
Thank you guys. Have
Absolutely.
a good day. See ya.
Get 'em, Tom. Another one bites the dust. And another one bites the dust. Another one bites the dust. And another one bites the dust. Time to type to pull up at your house and read off your screen name account. Make it come clean, and even make it call your spouse. So why don't you come on out and see what we're talking about? We got you on camera, but first, is anyone in the house? Look, we got your chat logs, we got you by the balls. And when the police pull up, we give them to the law. It's the big homie Tom from Colorado, he on the stroll. Pulling up on Bear from Colorado Bear Patrol. The fucking police. Another one bites the dust. And another one bites the dust. Another one bites the dust. And another one bites the dust. Nah, we not the police. You can take off at any time, but just know when you do that, the cops gon' be on your line. Come on, you bought booze and losing condoms, dude. Even sent dick pics with your face in them too. He came to me, the 12-year-old bundle of joy, your 51-year-old husband. You desperate, boy. And let me guess, this is your first time you wasn't gonna do nothing.
I never did anything like this. I would never do anything like this again.
But that ain't what the chat logs say.
You said you didn't care about the age. You said you had your lube and condoms, and you gave me your address, but you gave me your neighbor's address, by the way.
And then we found you, exposed you on YouTube, and now we clown you.
Call the fucking police.
Another one Another one bites the dust. And another one, another one, another one bites the dust. Another one, another one, another one bites the dust. And another one, another one, another one bites the dust. Royce K, so you know it got slapped.
I never did call the fucking police. I never did call the fucking police. You didn't do it. No, sir, I know you don't believe it.
You were charged.
I know I was charged because I had got a plea bargain where I said I had oral sex with a 6-year-old boy.
A 6-year-old boy?
Yes, that's what I did. Say.
Smash a like if you think this is fucked up.